So it's one of those boss fights
Hey,
where you fight
found
them,
it.
but you don't have
Nice
to
going,
win.
Leon.
It just lets you know that there's Leon, Squall.
Still,
Is there anything different if you win?
it looks like
Yeah,
things are worse
actually.
than we thought.
But
Oh,
not
Is it-
very different. Not very different.
Is it
Because
just a
here's-
cutscene difference, or like is it going to affect the ending of the game?
No, it's just a cutscene. If I beat Leon, then I pass out anyway, and is all like, "Wow, this sucks."
Oh. So it's pretty much the Sonic 06 character battle after cutscenes only,
Essentially.
whether you win or lose, rather than who you were playing as.
Right. But
They
that's the
both
only
end the
boss
same
fight.
way.
Yeah, that's the only boss fight like it in the game. If you lose any other boss fight, you die.
Just wake up. Oh, cool! I can breathe underwater.
So here's an added scene for Final Mix. This was not in the original version. For the longest time, we have no idea what happened to Riku or where he went. But this is apparently where he went. So it's spoilers for... it's not
And there's
spoilers.
no
They just reworked
voice
the narrative.
acting.
Yeah, there's no
Did
voice
every-
acting. Cause
Did everything they add just not have voice acting?
I believe that's the case, at least for the English translation, because they're like, we're not going to bring... We can't get Hayden Christensen
Oh, was that
to...
Maleficent?
I mean,
Yes.
I know Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay, yeah, I
Gosh,
recognize
there's
the character
nobody here.
properly.
Sure is
Like,
spooky.
Rotoless is gonna play Kingdom Hearts 3, day it comes out, record a Twitch channel, and then there's gonna be no sound effects throughout the entire
Excuse
game.
Just
me.
none.
Did the
Just gonna
king
be
Just
send
none.
you?
No sounds.
Oh, I'm trying to remember this character. I actually know this character.
Oh, it's Aerith.
No.
Have fun dying!
Hey,
Correct. I was trying
Come
to
on,
remember.
Lisa.
Like one of the
Wake up.
only characters I could.
it's kind of great because Sephiroth is also in this game, so it's all like, oh man.
One of the
Sephiroth
only.
just shows up and is like, I'm sorry, didn't I kill you?
Are after the Keyblade.
And Aerith is like, well, this is awkward.
They really want, because you wield
Oh
the
no, you
Keyblade.
created a time paradox!
I'm so glad that you're okay, Kyrie.
Kyrie? Who are you talking about?
I'm the great
This is
ninja
Christy
Yuki.
Carlson Romano from Even Stevens.
I think you might have overdone it,
She
Squall.
never shows up again.
Oh,
Voice actor.
That's Leon.
I thought it was going to be an amnesia plot for a second there.
Yeah.
No.
We had
Sora
to get it away
remembers.
from you to shake
Thankfully.
off those creatures. It
Is
turns
that
out
just how he
that's
always
how they were
enters a
tracking
room?
you.
Like, the camera's always gonna
It
be
was the only way to
like,
conceal
turned
your
towards
heart
his
from me.
back, and he's always gonna be, like,
But it
right
won't
in front of
work
the
for
camera.
long.
You know,
Still,
it's
hard
weird,
to
Cryo.
believe
I just noticed that that's how he
all
always
people are
enters
the
the,
chosen one.
the shot. He just sort of, look at my back. Look how cool I am. I think it maybe...
There's a Mickey Mouse
Well, I suppose beggars can't
logo
be
thing on
choosers.
the edge of
Why
it.
don't you start
Oh
making
yeah,
sense?
Kingdom Key is a Mickey Mouse
What's
logo,
going on here?
which doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
So when are they
considering
going
it's
to start
not
selling
Mickey
these
made
at
it.
There are many
Disneyland?
other
I
worlds
love
out
how
there
stiff that
besides your castle
animation
in
was
this
with
town,
Sora a
right?
second ago. His body wasn't
Well,
moving,
you're
it was like
supposed to
just
be
some
a secret.
sort of crappy edit with his mouth
They've been
flapping,
secret,
like...
because they've never
Oh yeah,
been
no,
kept
that's cut. That's cost
until
cutting.
now.
Instead of animating everyone
When the
talking,
Heartless
they just
came,
all like,
Everything
we'll just
changed.
do a talking sprite.
The
Like right now.
Heartless?
The ones
Oh,
that
wow, that
you
is stiff
remember?
animation.
Just turn around,
That's
look
stiff
at the back
animation
of...
too.
Just turn around,
The
look at the back of
darkness
Aerith.
Yeah,
it's
this
like,
is a remade
That's what attracts
PlayStation
them.
2 game.
And there is darkness.
Yeah, this is definitely a
every heart.
PlayStation 2 game. It's
Hey,
of its
have you
time,
heard of someone named Ansem?
and it's whatever. And you look at their mouths, you're like, wow, these are some low quality things.
Sam?
Hey,
Goofy
it's more
always
Aerith.
has to have his
Studying
mouth.
Just
moved,
to go
though.
full loop with stuff
He
I was
recorded
talking
all
about
of his
earlier,
findings in a
it's
very
still better
detailed
than
book.
Sonic Boom's animation.
That's kind of sad
Could
because
we
this
see
game came out
it?
in 2002.
Its pages are scattered everywhere.
This game is old. But
They
it was
move,
made by a
They move more.
Oh, then maybe the
Yeah,
king
this game
went
was
to
made-
find 'em.
by a really good team
Yes.
though. This is scare.
Those were
This
my
is,
thoughts
game was made by
exactly.
SquareSoft when they were still
We gotta
SquareSoft.
find him quick.
They put a lot of effort into it because I like that. That's a good
Still,
joke.
it's an early PlayStation 2
That's right.
game.
The
Yeah.
Keyblade.
Donald actually grabs the camera and moves it down to
This is
him.
the key.
Exactly.
That's ripping off
Heartless
Deadpool.
have great fear
The
of
Disney's
the
ripping
Keyblade.
off Fox now.
That's why they'll keep coming after
They
you.
they did a lot more fourth wall
Well,
breaking
I
stuff
didn't ask
early
for
on in
this.
the game.
The Keyblade chooses its master, and it chose.
I remember
The
a lot
Disney
more
characters
fourth
always
wall breaks
so
in like
tough
Looney
luck.
Tunes than I do
How
like
did all this
Disney
happen?
stuff.
I remember being in
I
my
don't expect
room.
4th wall breaks inside of Disney unless it's
Wait a
Mickey
minute.
Mouse
What
doing
happened to
it.
my home? My island?
Yeah.
Riku! Kyrie!
Kyrie.
You know what?
He looks so
I really
concerned.
don't know.
And the way he said it, he's like, you know what? I really don't know. Like, I don't care. They're dead.
He was so concerned.
Yeah, he's really trying to save the world. You can tell. You can feel it. So we were just introduced to the concept of multiple worlds. That finally Kingdom Hearts. Sora and Donald are gonna be getting together. Sora, Donald, and Goofy are gonna get together. The team's gonna get together and everything like that. And a lot of things were just explained right now that I don't know if everyone picked up on.
I'm sorry. I was looking at that when you were saving the game. I'm like, is this place literally just called the Green Room? It's called Green Room.
Yes, it is. This is the Green Room. And the one that is next door is called, wait for it, drum roll please, the Red Room.
Red Rum.
Right now, what's her name? Yuffie just told me that I could open up locked chests. Which is weird considering there's like no chest I can't unlock. With the Keyblade.
Just so you know, if you ever find a locked chest, you can open it now.
Alright, so we're gonna join Aerith and the others, finally. But oh no!
Yuffie!
I love how he points at it before it actually spawns
Wow,
in.
in
It's
the same
guys, look
cutscene,
over
you
there!
have no
I
voice
want to make
acting
sure you're
and
looking
voice
when the enemy
acting.
spawns in.
Right? She's like, she can just tell, she's a ninja, she got senses.
Oh, Sora, you pussy, using the door.
Donald.png.
You're not wrong.
Little texture that they put on the wall. Because, like, we don't have time to model a squish Donald. Let's just get it rendered.
I mean, whether that was intentional or unintentional, probably unintentional, and does fit more with the old Disney style.
Right.
Well, so you haven't even defeated these enemies and you've gotten like 150 money. How expensive does stuff get? Because
It gets
the
pretty
stuff,
expensive.
The stuff from the store was like only 250 earlier.
Stuff can get expensive. I mean, items are pretty much usually the same price, but if you're starting to buy special parts or materials, that kind of stuff gets expensive. But I usually don't. I'm trying to get used to fighting these guys again, because they actually can hurt me pretty badly. But I should be going now. Yep.
You know, like you're getting like 100 money per like enemy.
Oh yeah, the size of a piece of money denotes its value. Some of them are bigger than others. I don't know right now if they're doing that yet, but right now these are around the same size.
It's like if I
Yeah,
give
you
you a
just got
big
100.
money and a small money, does that equal a super big money?
Okay, so that's just how much I have altogether. I didn't just pick up 100 money. I picked up a couple. It's just counting up how much my total is.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
makes it. I wish that they would show that differently because like 1, 2, 3, 100. So I thought,
It
oh,
says
you
2.
grab 2 small ones and then a big one.
Yeah, but what is actually happening is I pick up 2, it says how many I just got, and then adds it to my total, which is an interesting way to show that, to say the very least.
It's not even different colored, it's like the same color.
Yeah, 125. I don't even know how useful that is. Checking my
Yeah,
items.
they could have done that better. I'm glad I'm not playing because I would have like been grinding. Oh, I got like 600 now.
And you
I love how
don't.
the
You only
name
have
of this
like,
place is Traverse
Oh, I
Town.
only have 55. What?
yeah. What did you say,
I said I
Cryo?
love how the name of this place is Traverse Town. It's not the name of a town, it's a statement, it's a command. Traverse Town.
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty good. You're not wrong. I've always read it as Traverse Town, but
I think everyone
Ignorance.
pronounces it Travis.
But it's Traverse Town is set up in this universe, the game universe at least, as a place where anyone who's lost shows up. So if you lose your home world and you end up going to falling into the darkness like I just did, you end up here, unless you're Riku, of course, which you end up somewhere else.
Because he's special.
Oh, Riku asked for it.
Because he's special,
I guess.
he had to be stranded in the Ice Age just like Shadow did in Sonic Boom.
So, right, exactly, because Riku. This is spoilers for the entire series, actually.
Just casual
this is
spoilers
like
for everything.
casual spoilers. Riku is supposed to be the Keyblade wielder, not me.
Oops.
Yeah, The reason it didn't is because he gave himself to the darkness right before he got it. On the night he was supposed to get the Keyblade, he...
So you're the runner-up.
Yeah, I'm the runner-up. I just happened to be there, Keyblade, so well, I gotta go with somebody. I guess I'm gonna go with the clown shoe kid. And then that's what happened. So, it's not really spoilers, it just so happens to be a part of the lore. And you don't know it technically, but the thing is, since none of you guys have played these games, then I don't think we're gonna have very much time to explain the game story while we're playing it, because I'm talking and you're talking and no one's listening to the cutscenes.
Which is why I
I'll
don't
try to
look
explain as much as I
forward to
can.
when we do Metal Gear, because that game's 90% story.
Oh yeah, no. Especially number 4. I remember watching those cutscenes, which
Metal
was fine
Gear Solid
because
1, if you take out the gameplay, it's like an hour long. I mean, if you take out the story, it's like an hour or two long. You just sit through cutscenes.
What about Metal Gear
after
Solid
that.
4?
I actually haven't gotten around to playing 4 yet.
I have. No, I don't have 4. I have. Wait, do I have? I have 5. 5 is Phantom Pain, right? Or is it 4?
Well,
5 is
4 is
technically
over-
2 games. 5 is Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. Though
Right.
Ground Zeroes is pretty much a glorified demo.
The only Metal Gear Solid
PlayStation-
game I actually own is the first one on PS1.
I have the 2
Not bad.
MSX games, not actual MSX cartridges. I own them on my PS3. And then I have Solid 3 and Solid 1. And then I have Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm missing 2 and 4 and the PS portable games, because who owns one of those?
Nobody. Nobody owns one. Oh, there's the police again. Great.
Oh no, it's the Disney police!
The Disney police. They,
You're using
thankfully-
Disney content on YouTube. You're under
That's the
arrest.
thing. I don't. Well, this game wasn't made by Disney, even though they put their name all over it. Oh yeah, Disney. They say Disney Interactive Studios. All they did was localize the game.
There's
and
the
they-
Mickey Mouse logo on the keyblade, so you're under arrest.
You know, I
The
think
cool thing about YouTube is they don't yet know how to copyright strike anybody for video. They can only do it for audio. I'm sorry.
I like how, well, no, I like to think that the cops are after you because of that copyrighted song. That's definitely fun.
Yeah, no, definitely. Luckily, since
Yep.
this video we're watching here is like an hour and like 2 hours long, we're at least 3 or 4 videos away from that video, so none of the other ones will be copyrighted.
That is a good point.
That is the only one and the
The
only
first
time.
video is only 5 blocks long, just so that it is the one with the copyright strike.
Yeah.
So how are you going to
'Cause the thing is-
separate this, like, because
Lulz.
the intro
Lulz in
like 5
conversation.
times.
What'd you say?
Like, how are you going to separate all of this into, like, 5 parts? We're having, like, one conversation throughout this entire...
Yeah, I'm gonna do this a little bit
You
because
see,
I didn't
that
know
one
about the method.
conversation is why people are going to have to watch the other ones.
Yeah,
Just have
people
it
won't
to
know
be
what you're talking
continued
about.
from, like, Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's the. I think that's going to be the benefit of doing longer recordings anyway, just because like it's one consistent thing, and we're not stopping and restarting like on another game thing. So any kind of continued conversations we're having, you don't have to watch more than one series to get it.
Behind the scenes,
Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry guys, I might actually.
Hey, how I've been getting it though, we have spots to stop like the episode, but we're not stopping recording, so we can just keep. So we can pause the talking.
I would have
And then
done
say
that with
hi,
Spyro,
everyone.
but I misunderstood what you guys said, so yeah, now Spyro's gonna be really long.
No, the thing is, I'm gonna do that from now on. I just did it like this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for lulls in the conversation
that
every
worked, though.
15 to
Us
20
just-
minutes.
Be shutting our mouths for 5 seconds, then saying hi everyone, welcome back, and then just continuing talking.
Maybe that's a better idea.
Though I did put a minute for us to, just in case we can't shut up. I put a minute in between parts of the long video.
It's gonna make it harder for me to figure out
But what's that,
what I should
that
cut.
wizard enemy
Well,
is like?
it's just black, so
What's the
That
question?
wizard enemy, like, looking...
That is a knight. I
It
think.
kind of
I
reminds
forget
me of
their-
what's a Final Fantasy character? Like, it's like, It's that blue wizard. Why can I not think of it?
Yep.
Blue Wizard,
like-
Final Fantasy character? Vivi.
Yeah.
Gosh, are these the
Heartless look a lot like
guys?
Vivi, in fact. That's a big thing that I was missing. Good job, Donald. Credit to your race.
I love some good old like, slapstick.
Slapstick.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
slapstick.
Finally meet each other. I finally meet the
That's so
Keyblade Trigger.
Disney right there. Them landing on Sora and then going, the key that they've been looking for.
Absolutely. So we're gonna fight these dudes, and the music. Okay, so this is something that's weird that I've noticed only in this game. Original game transitioned its music way better. For some reason, like everything seems all weird and cut. It's like I swear I didn't cut this thing at all. Well, and that's a problem, obviously. Oh, jeez. So here's the thing. Donald dies a lot. He's going to die a lot. There's nothing you can do about it. His AI is garbage.
He died twice during that battle, I think. Or-
Yeah,
I saw
and
him
we hadn't
die
even-
once at least.
We hadn't even started the boss fight. And Goofy's always healing him. He's wasting his items. I'm not going to be healing Donald. So if you guys think I'm being mean, I'm just being rational.
Imagine King
Donald.
with permadeath from Fire Emblem.
That would be insane.
Why? So you lose Donald like 30 seconds after getting him, and this was like 5 minutes pretty much.
Yeah, the game would be over. So this is Guard Armor, the first boss fight of really Traverse Town, second of the whole game, I guess. Unless you want to count Darkseid twice, which I won't.
Wait, guys, in the upper left corner of the screen.
I know, I saw.
Oh, there it is!
See, we're
That's
getting,
gonna show
we're
up.
getting promotion.
Before we even started.
I remember playing this game when I first got it. It was like this boss fight used to kill me all the time. But I've gotten better.
Now
at
it's
games.
just killing Donald all the time instead.
Yeah, but that's gonna be every single boss fight. The name of this particular piece of music is Shrouding the Dark
You
Cloud.
know what? We need a Donald death counter.
Oh,
We need a Sonic reference, Pokemon reference, Zelda reference, Mario
Nobody will
reference,
know what's
Sonic
going on
reference.
until this point of the video, but just count Donald's deaths, please.
well, luckily, yeah, this will be the one video that has it in there. I'll make sure this one's cut separately. That way, because of course Donald's not been in any of the other videos of the series right now.
Well, Donald died like 5 times before I said please have a counter, so...
True. Donald's own counter might be good.
Yep.
All right. We're doing
What was
pretty
the
well
point
so
of having legs if it doesn't... Oh, I mean, there's a
It's
leg.
attacking me with a separate item. Like it's basically 5 different enemies in one. That's like the idea behind this particular boss here.
I wonder how
and
much
they-
it must suck to be a foot.
Well, seeing as
Your
they're dead
entire
already is pretty
being
bad.
is just
Think about how the
foot
Power
of the
Rangers
bigger
piloting the foot of the Megazord feels. They know how it feels to be a foot. It feels pretty bad.
Yeah, it feels pretty bad. No one cares about what I'm doing. I'm at the bottom. All right.
I don't know why this is making me think of Majora's Mask.
I can see it.
That shaking, the camera angles.
I'm
Now we
thinking
have a
the
heart
ending of
container.
Majora's Mask before you enter the moon.
Whenever you kill a Heartless, a heart is released. That heart
You got a heart
goes
container.
to Kingdom Hearts. Essentially, I'm a Shinigami,
So,
and
you're
I'm sending
looking for
souls
me?
back to hell where they belong.
They too have been seeking the wielder of the Keyblade.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
So, cutscene.
I wonder if I could find Riku and Kairi.
I was about to say, oh, so now we're being quiet for the cutscene.
Yeah, when we have no
Are you
reason
sure?
to.
If anything, it just gives us a risk of being copyrighted.
Oh no! Here's the deal. I wanted to be quiet for this cutscene
Sora,
because
go
just
with
wanted
that.
to have that little scene where
Especially if you
Donald's
wanna
like,
find
"Oh,
your
sure, we
friends."
can find Riku and Kairi," and then he's like,
Yeah,
"Really?"
I
And they're like,
guess.
Goofy's like, "Really?" And he's like, "Ah, no." But we need Sora to find the king. Like he doesn't know. He doesn't care. Donald's a jerk.
He's a douchebag. Sure, we'll help
Yeah,
you.
you gotta look funny, like us. Yup. Whoa.
Yes, but ones like happy faces.
Happy?
I can't tell whether that's the dumbest or weirdest thing I've ever heard.
How about this? Is this the dumbest or weirdest?
Oh. Donald and Goofy aren't even looking at it. They're looking up into the sky.
That's one funny face.
Okay,
You're
why
not wrong.
I'll go with you guys.
Donald Duck.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora.
All for one, one for all.
Copyrighted. Boom.
Reference to the Three Musketeers Mickey thing?
Yeah. So this
Sonic,
scene
Tails,
is weird.
and Knuckles.
That
Go.
little squirts took down that Heartless.
We joined the cult.
Who'd have
yeah, I
thought
guess
it?
so.
Such is the power of the
That's
Keyblade.
interesting.
The child's strength is not his own.
Jafar.
This is interesting, actually. While I was playing the game, these characters were much more visible. I was worried about
They're
this.
all Bill's rats by the look of
They were
them.
too easy to see.
no prize yourself.
So many
Yes.
Disney villains.
Enough.
Yep.
Can't see any of them, but I can recognize their voices.
Well, that's Maleficent.
Will it be
Oh, yeah, she's meant to be seen.
the darkness?
But here's the deal: when I'm playing this game on my console, I can see them perfectly. thanks to YouTube compression, they're harder to see the way they're supposed
Kingdom
to be.
Hearts. It was meant to be played on YouTube like years before YouTube was a thing.
Yeah.
We play on YouTube where all the villains are mysterious except for Maleficent. Is Maleficent the first villain we're gonna be dealing with?
Oh no, she's the boss. She's the one in charge, so she's not the first one we're gonna be dealing with. Thankfully.
She's the final one?
She used to be the final boss, but they added a newer final boss to like the end game. So
What makes
At
Maleficent so special?
She was the first.
she turns into a dragon,
She was the first Disney villain, to my knowledge.
and I'm sorry that I spoiled that for you, because it is like literally the one of the hardest bosses in the game.
Well, she turns into
Before-
a dragon. in,
I've
like,
seen
Snow White.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about for the movie.
Well, I just
for the game,
confused
not the
Snow
movie.
White and
Well, we
Sleeping
can't
Beauty.
have the evil queen. She fell off a cliff in Snow White.
No.
Well, all of these characters technically died. They're just in this game so that we can re-kill them.
Yeah, but did the evil queen really have a personality beyond
No.
evil?
She just.
That's her personality. Evil.
Aha! And then she turned into a hag, and they dropped a rock on her, and this terrible, terrible scene. With the thunder and lightning going. So yeah, I'm learning how to do magic, and I'm learning different AP abilities from Donald and Goofy right now.
AP or
They're
PK?
teaching- I don't know. PK Fire! And Jiminy Cricket is going to be our journal for the game, so if you ever want to look at the names of Heartless, that kind of stuff, that's all going to be in there.
So he's your
So I'm
scanning logbook, pretty much.
Basically, yeah. He's the Pokédex. And,
Any more Nintendo versions of logging enemies we want to mention?
I don't know. I don't know very many. That's my problem. Yeah, you already made the Metroid reference, and I think that was the only one I knew.
And you made the
Kingdom
Pokemon
Hearts
one.
is every
I'm surprised it
Nintendo
wasn't
game at once.
Cryo making it.
Cryo just said something snarky, though. What'd you say,
I
Cryo?
said, well, so, okay. I said Kingdom Hearts is like every Nintendo game at once. Nothing about
And
its
like Scarlet
original.
was...
With Final Fantasy and Disney characters.
Nothing is original.
So, quite possibly the most useful move in the entire game right now. You get at the very beginning.
So you're going to dodge
roll.
roll everywhere, kind of like Link.
They see you rolling.
They hate me. So this is a Trinity. There are different types of Trinity. We just learned Blue Trinity, which allows us to do all kinds of different things, mostly teleport.
So I stared at something on the ground. That means I can teleport.
No, we all jumped. We all jumped at the same time is what made it work.
How did they know all jump at the same time?
Because we just
Accident.
learned Trinity. Yeah, basically. Blue Trinity is jump. There's other ones. I got a cottage, Mithril Shard, Mega Potion. I have 2 of those now, which is pretty good. Mega Potion, as you can imagine, heals everybody at the same time. And yeah, I'm just sort of Yes, I'm leaving. I'm getting ready to leave. I'm willing myself to end this part of the game. But first, I'm gonna go and save, and this is where I should have cut. But I didn't.
Oh wow, we're approaching the end of this 2-hour-long video.
That's gonna be divided into many other parts.
It's gonna be divided into 10 parts. Wait, I don't think I can do that. Never mind. Not 10 parts. 15 does not go into 150. No, it doesn't.
I mean, at least we have a lot of content
If you
before we
want
go
10
like
minutes.
MIA for
But
like
no,
another month.
yeah, that's not how it works. It's not.
We're gonna try to keep them about 15. At least they're worth watching at that point. The one with all me fighting the 3 kids on the beach. I'm gonna make that one video by itself so we can just get past it as soon as possible. I don't know why I walked past that Trinity sign on the floor there, but whatever. We'll come back to it later probably. Not in the video, but I'll do it on my own. And here we go. We have finally reached towards the end. This is the world select or level select screen essentially.
Like Mario Galaxy.
Like Mario Galaxy, except we have to. Actually, no, it's just like Mario Galaxy.
It's like I was trying to come up with something there. It's like no, not the exact same.
Trying to defend. Yep, that is it.
Oh my god. So
Yes.
I'm being recommended some Wind Waker.
Really?
It knows.
Specifically, Brain Scratch Wind Waker.
I see that. I don't see that, but I don't know why in the world that's happening. That's crazy.
Irony.
Ugh. Irony.